Hi, everyone. I am going to show you how to use the Cornell style or two-column style note-taking. So when you're using this type of note-taking, you use a graphic organizer, or you can just draw a T-chart that looks like this. So it has the main idea on the left, the important details on the right, and then at the bottom, there is a summary. So you start off by previewing what you are about to read. In informational text, there's always a lot of information on the page, not just within the text, but there's sidebars and captions and photographs. So you want to make sure you preview all of it. And then you carefully read the text selection. So read through the entire thing. Then you want to go back and find the main ideas. So use the text features to help you when you do this. For example, the headings and subheadings usually give you a really big clue as to what the main ideas are. Once you found the main ideas, you write them on the left-hand side of the T-chart. And then on the right-hand side, you use bullet points or numbered lists for all of the important details that you think you need to remember. Then when you're done, you can use all of your notes to write a summary of the text, and that will give you a chance to practice your paraphrasing. So let's see what that looks like in an example. I am going to use this excerpt. It's from a book on animal defense mechanisms. So remember, first I have to preview the text. So I have here at the top the title with some writing underneath it in italics. And then I have a column on the left with another title and some information. And then there's a picture down at the bottom of tadpoles. And then lastly, I have a true or false question about toads. So I'm going to read, follow along with me. Remember, I'm going to read all the way through. Prisoners in the pond. The old swimming hole. For many folks, it's the spot where they skate in the winter, cool off in the summer, and fish most of the year. For other critters, it's the place to feed and breed. And since poisonous and venomous critters can be found most anywhere, you can bet your bathing suit that some of these pond dwellers are toxic. Now I'm going to read the purple column. Can you touch your toads? Toad tadpoles. Some insects will eat them, but many other animals won't. Why? Because they're poisonous. Toads, for example, Bufo americanus, are amphibians, cold-blooded animals with backbones that are generally born in moist places. They live in forests and deserts, as well as in and near freshwater ponds and streams. As tadpoles or larvae, amphibians need gills to breathe, and then they develop into adults with lungs and legs. Some species spend their entire lives in water. Others, such as many types of toads, are more terrestrial, but they still need to lay their eggs in ponds and other damp areas. And then I have a picture of tadpoles. So last, I'm going to read the column on the right with the blue border, the truth about toads, and it's a true or false. So true or false, toads give you warts, toads may pee on you if you pick them up, toads inject venom with their teeth, toads have toxins in their skin, and toads can puff up to repel predators. And then it's a little hard for you to see, but there's actually the answers to those true or false questions on the bottom. So let's see how I would take notes for this section. So remember, here's my graphic organizer, and I'm going to start at the top in the red section. The main idea of this section is poisonous and venomous creatures. Since it's the introduction, I actually found the main idea in the last part of the paragraph. That's usually in a beginning introduction where you can find the main idea in the last topic sentence. So the important details that I learned from this section are that poison and venomous creatures can be found anywhere. Now I'm going to go to the purple section, and the main idea here is right in the beginning. It's mostly about toad tadpoles. So now I have to go back and write in the details that I learned about them. They're poisonous, they're cold-blooded amphibians, they're born in moist places, they live in forests, deserts, and near fresh water or streams, they need gills as tadpoles, they develop their lungs and legs as adults. Now notice when I want to say lungs and legs, I just put a slash. So remember I told you that you can use, when you're taking notes, you don't have to use complete sentences. That's just an example. Toad tadpoles need to lay eggs in ponds or damp places. And then my last column about toads, remember the true or false questions. So I actually just went back and found the ones that were true. And that is that they may pee if you pick them up. They have toxins in their skin, and they puff up to repel predators. So now I am going to take all of that information and turn it into a summary in my own words. Here it is. Creatures that are poisonous or venomous can be found anywhere. One example of a creature like this is a toad tadpole. Toad tadpoles are poisonous amphibians that are born in moist places but grow up to live in forests or deserts. This is because as tadpoles, they breathe with gills and do not develop lungs or legs until they are adults. They lay their eggs in ponds and other damp places, so usually stay near fresh water and streams as adults. Adult toads have toxins in their skin and puff up to protect against predators. They may pee on you if you pick them up as a way to defend themselves. And that is it. So I hope that helps as a way to use the Cornell style or two style note-taking strategy. Have a great day, and I will see you soon.